Hey, this is Tim from Horror for Dummies TV here with another movie review. This time we're reviewing a movie called The Resort. Poster's right up there. And before we jump into anything, look at this poster, right? Look at this poster. Can you see anything that resembles any other movie character? I don't know. Every time I see this movie poster, all I think about is Minions. And this movie poster is very reminiscent. So we're talking about The Resort from 2021. And you're asking yourself, what is this movie all about? Well, The Resort is a movie about four friends who head to Hawaii to investigate reports of a haunting at an abandoned resort in hopes of finding the infamous half-faced girl. When they arrive, they soon learn that they should be careful what they wish for. This stars a bunch of actors that haven't really done anything else notable anyway. They're unknown actors, which is never a bad thing. It's actually quite a good thing. I enjoy when you get a cast of unknown actors. It somehow ceases your expectations with films. The thing with this film is I feel the makers have just gone and searched for the most beautiful people they could find, because this cast is four of the most attractive people I've ever seen. For example, go and check out this guy right here, Boyd. Let me just check up his name. It's Brock O'Hearn. This guy here is the most good-looking, athletic male I've ever seen in my life. If I looked even half of what he looked like, I'd be a happy man. My Jesus Christ. This movie is just filled with the most attractive people ever. And it's like the makers kind of pushed aside their acting abilities for looks. And I'm not saying these guys are bad actors or anything like that. Actually, they don't do a half bad job. But, wow. They're incredible. So, this movie here, it starts off promising. You know, I was actually invested with the plot. After reading that plot synopsis, this doesn't sound like half a bad movie. I wish I can continue that by saying it ends really good too, but I can't. But for the most part, let's talk about the first 20 minutes, because the first 20 minutes I was a little invested with this film. I liked the characters. I liked what the characters were doing. I liked the whole premise of this island and how it was haunted. Unfortunately, what we get in this movie is, for a 75-minute runtime, we get about 55 minutes to be correct, of character development that leads nowhere. And then you get the last 20 minutes with the horror stuff. And that's just not enough for me. I wanted more. I needed more. I think most people here needed more. You go into this film expecting a horror film, and yes, you get a horror film, but it's really only the last 20 minutes where you get it. Now, I will give the film its props, because it does have some positives to say about it. For one, the island that they use, actually really cool. I don't know if it's an actual abandoned hotel on this island or what the go is, but it's a really cool set. And if there's an actual island with an abandoned hotel on it, I'm a little let down, because I feel like they wasted this set on a average film. That's one of the better parts of this movie. Another one of the better parts is it tries. It really does try with a few aspects of the film. Later on, towards the end, we get a half decent little scare horror film, and it tries its best to work. And I'll admit, it kept me engaged. But it's just that first 55 minutes, it's a real slog to get through. And if you can get through it, then this isn't the worst thing you'll ever watch, but I really can't recommend too much about it, you know? It doesn't really do much, you know? This story is very paper thin, unfortunately, because it really had something here. It had a good premise, it had promise, but unfortunately it just didn't deliver for me. And that's not just me speaking, because after looking at the reviews, most people are saying the same thing, which sucks, man, because this at the start I thought, hey, maybe we've got something here. This sounds decent. Unfortunately, no. And I honestly cannot recommend this film. I don't think it's a film that many people will enjoy. I don't think it's a film that you should go and check out. Maybe if you've got a spare 75 minutes, but still then, I think there's other films out there that are worthy of those 75 minutes. So, unfortunately, The Resort is a no for me. I still have to give it props for where it does things right, but there was just too much bad over too much good. So overall, The Resort, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. This is it. Another review done. Thank you so much. Check out the podcast. Check out all the cool stuff over there. If you like our shit, go and like us on Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, all that cool stuff. We are accessible. You know where to find us if you're watching this. I am Tim, Horror for Dummies TV, out. Thank you. Good night.
Welcome to my horror show. Now it's starting 3D.